Hello YouTube, hello ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back, thank you for joining me. It's Thursday today, and today I'm going to go, the 25th I think it is, and today I'm going to go on that little ride out I told you about, up to Beacon Fell. So I'm just going to go for a little potter up there, because the weekend is looking decidedly horrible. So got my leathers on, which I am pleased about, because I'm not the smallest of people, and I did pile a fair bit of weight on, and consequently they wouldn't fit. But lost a bit of timber, and they now fit, so I'm happy about that. Excuse me, if I keep coughing I do apologise. I don't have the dreaded bug. However, I do have a little bit of catarrh. So anyway, like I say, I'm just going to go for a short ride up there. So the Trumpet has covered a grand total of 759 miles now. It's a year old next month. I think around about the 26th of next month, I think it's a year old. I had 2 recalls. Problem with the switchgear on this side. But I'd like to say a big thank you to Ewell's at Blackburn. Fantastic customer service. It's all getting sorted out mid-August when it goes in for its first service. So big shout out to those guys for getting everything sorted. It's absolutely scorching today. The Triumph is reading on its temperature gauge, it's reading 23.5 Celsius, which is fairly warm. And it's meant to get up to 28 today. So put the sun visor down in the helmet. Lift that front bit up now. There we go. Get a bit more ventilation. I hope you can hear me alright. I've repositioned the microphone into the left. It's into the left, no, the right cheek compartment. And basically it was getting on my nerves when I was doing vlogs. I just kept on sounding like Darth Vader. So I'm just hoping you can hear me. But this will be a test in any case, if you can or you can't. So these leathers are only summer leathers, they're not winter. There's too much ventilation over them. They'd leak water quicker the colander, I think. Anyway, I'm just glad I can get them back on, because they weren't cheap. Probably had to skin about 4 cows to get them to fit me. Anyway, like I say, we're in no mad rush today. We're just going for a little tootle up to Beacon Fell. I've got a little juice drink under the seat, so I'll have that when we get up Beacon Fell. Excuse me again. So yeah, it's going to be my last ride out for a few days because of the weather changing dramatically. Sounds like somebody's car alarm's going off. Or maybe this ambulance. So we're a couple of days away from D-Day and the big reveal. Saturday, 12 o'clock, midday, it's due to premiere. So hope you can all watch. I have got the video down under 10 minutes. And more importantly, I hope you all can get involved. Like I say, we're going to head up. Alright, we've done a good job of getting in the wrong lanes this fella today. We're going to head. Oh, crikey. Going to head up to Beacon Fell and then through Chipping, heading up to Dunstop Bridge. An absolute glorious day, 24 Celsius now on the clock. Yeah, Dunstop Bridge, sorry, I'm getting waylaid. And then over the Trough through Scorton and back home this way. So like I say, we're just no rush, nice chilled out ride. Be a couple of hours, I reckon, all in all. Like I say, we're not going potty. I do like riding this. I think it's a lovely bike to ride. I think it's very comfortable, even for a bloke like me. I'm 6'1", overweight, but very comfortable to ride. I could literally quite happily go all day on this, no problems at all. I just feel a little bit let down with some of the build quality. I do. So, will I get another one? I don't know. I don't know. Yeah. I don't know. It's one of those. Very nice lorry driver, thank you. Stay there, Golf. Thank you. That's a big tractor. ITV. I've said it before, that is a lovely, beautiful church. You know, looks very low. But mind you, oh crikey, mind you, with all the rain that we're due to be having, no doubt it'll fill that up a fair bit. Lovely properties around here. I've seen, just looking at telephone box there, I can't remember where I was. It was definitely up Ingleton or Horseway, somewhere like that. And they turned an old telephone box into a defibrillator box, and I thought, what an absolute cracking idea. You know, somebody that suffers a heart attack and needs defibrillating, what an absolute cracking idea. And nice to see also it wasn't vandalised. You know, things like that are there to save somebody else's life, and some crackpots piggy vandalising. Anyway. Been a good few years since I've been up Beacon Fell on a bike, so I think me and Sarah went up last. half a mile till we go left. Look at this fucking idiot. Jesus. He's hardly like in a you know, something sporty where you can just give it a squirt of gas and get past. Frigging big dumper truck. God almighty. Anyway. That's the first idiot of today. No doubt there'll be some more. Right. Like I say, we'll have to do, we'll do a quick look at the M6. We're going to do a complete lap of the complete lap of Beacon Fell. So we should hopefully get all the everything in. And then I'll be stopping for my drinking juice, and then we'll carry on. Going left here. Now this takes us this road takes us to what I refer to as Brock Bottom, and it's a lovely little place where you can park free of charge, or you used to be able to park free of charge, and there's a little stream that runs through it, and kiddies can go paddling and bits and pieces in it. It's lovely. It really is a picnic area. Take some sandwiches or a flask or whatever you're doing. Lovely it is. So yeah, Brock Bottom. When my kiddies were younger, I'll say my youngest now, Jordan, he's 27, so well, soon to be 27. Looks like an old RAC Transit, doesn't it, in front with that orangey colour, and being rear wheel drive, and all the tow bar and gubbins on the back. Very nice gentlemen in the Transit, thank you very much. Thank you, Mr. Citroen driver. Like I say, I'm not going mad round here. If pheasants could pull out, you know, run out and pull out. Pheasants driving vehicles, you know, a pheasant could run out or anything like that, and a little, yeah, I don't know, picking anything really. Baby ducks. So, like I say, I'm not going mad. Just want to enjoy a bit of Bit of me time. Right, 800 yards till we go right now. When we turn right, we follow the road for a little bit, and then there's a, if memory serves me correctly, there's a very steep hill down, and Brock Bottom's at the bottom of there. I'll point it out to you, and it's, well, if you've got young children, it's well worth packing some sarnies up and coming up here for some family time. It, you know, it costs me out, not for me fuel and your sarnies, but everything is so expensive nowadays. Right, this is where we go right. Bit of a dodgy junction, this. Ooh, plenty of gravel on the road. Right. Nice and easy, there we go. Now, yeah, last time I went out with Steve Hornet 900, or Steve's Hornet 900. I put a tank bag on this, and I'll tell you something, because the tank bag that I bought, I tried and I purchased it for the Africa Twin, and it fits like a glove, and it's a cracking tank bag. Anyway, I put it on this, and I'll tell you something, worst mistake ever. Honest to God, it turned this into having, oh crikey, the turning circle of the QE2. In fact, the QE2, this I'd probably had a smaller turning circle. Right, this is the downward hill. So just need to be a bit cautious. Cars doing a wide berth, and of this corner, it's not the best. Right, as you can see here on the right, it says Brook Valley Picnic Area. We used to call it Brock Bottom. As you can see, it's pretty packed with families. I'll see if we can stop on the bridge and just give you a quick look over the bridge. I don't know whether you can see down there or not, but it's very low on water. Used to be, oh, a lot deeper than that. Anyway, we'll carry on. Up here we go. It's also gets very busy with walkers and stuff like that go. There's plenty of places to go walking around here if you like stretching your legs. Bloody rubbish on floor. What's wrong with these people? If you come out to a beautiful area like this, why can't you just take your shite home with you? Just bing an empty bag, put your crap in the bag, take your crap home and then put it in your own bin. What is wrong with some people? When I was out with Jordan last, we was going over the top of Trough Bowland, heading towards Quernmore, and sorry about that, I thought somebody was in them bushes then. Anyway, heading towards Quernmore, and there was McDonald's bag and McDonald's burger papers and all that, and McDonald's drink cartons strewn all over the road. I thought, you know something, somebody's come from Lancaster, they've been to Lancaster for a Mackie D's, scoffed it in the motor, and then just lashed it out the window. And what small-minded, you know, people are these? Anyway, it makes me angry. It really does make me angry. So, sat-nav's chatting away to me. Turn left in 200 yards. So where we turned left, where we followed that orange transit, if you'd have carried straight on, basically it brings you this way in any case. Yeah, so 6 weeks or so, and then it's in for its second service. At Ewell's, Blackburn. When it's in for its service, I've asked to, in fact, well, I need to ring up nearer the time, but I've asked if I could borrow a Tiger. Never rode a Triumph Tiger, so I've asked if I can borrow a Tiger because obviously I've got the Africa Twin. Not that I'd get rid of the Twin, I love it to bits. Suits me down to the ground. I don't know if you people have ever, I don't know whether any of you people have ever seen a couple, and their YouTube channel is called Tins on Tour, and the guy on it's called Sean and the lady's called Faye, and basically Sean's had a couple of BMW GS's, and Sean hit the nail on the head. You know, whatever it is, that Africa Twin suits him down to the ground. He feels very comfortable when he's riding it. When Faye's on the back, and Faye's only a very petite lady, and you know, even with his good lady on the back, he hit the nail on the head. And Sean said that basically, you know, that bike suits him down to the ground. So it's nothing to do with, you know, toys and bits and pieces or whatever. It's all to do with, does it suit you? Does it feel comfortable? And that's it. That's what that was the point I was making to Northern Rider. You know, he was on about basically, you know, different bikes, the speed triple, street triple, etc., etc. And at the end of the day, it's what suits you. You know, the street triple and the speed triple are very similar styling. You know, there's a difference in CC, and they deliver the power completely differently. That street triple, even though it's like a 765, is no slouch by any means. And here we are. Right, anyway, ladies and gentlemen, this is Beacon Fell. It's a one-way system. Yes, we are going the correct way. And I'm going to take it nice and easy. You can take this scenery in. I'll do a bit of one of Mr. Hornet, Mr. Stevie Hornet's going to pull in here and do a little bit of a stop and carry on. I mean, just look at that for scenery. Unbelievable. Hope you can get all that in on the camera. I know these are wide angles, but yeah, I hope you can get all that in. Absolutely glorious scenery. Right, upwards and onwards. When we get over to the other side of Beacon Fell, the sat-nav's going to start chirping at me in a minute saying I've missed the turning, but I'm going to miss it on purpose because like I said, I'm going to do a full tour. I'm just going to go nice and steady around here. There's no we're in no rush. I used to come up here in the 80s. Right, come. Maybe 30 odd years ago. In a car then, and my motorbike. But mainly in a car. Yeah, now she's chirping away at me now saying In 200 yards, turn left, but we're not. We're going to carry straight on and go around. Rig Lane. That's where we will be going on the next time round. Now she's going to have a slight embolism now. Doesn't compute. She'll replot and sort it out. So, like I say, we'll do another stop and carry on a bit round the corner, and then when I get to that spot where we stopped before, I'm going to stop and have my juice, just so I don't dehydrate. Now then, find somewhere to stop along here. Again. Hope you can see that. We used to come up here, I mean you can't do now, I think the latest you can come up here is 10 o'clock at night, or you have to be off this fell for 10 o'clock at night, otherwise you can get in trouble. But we used to come up here, in the 80s there were none of that. You could come up here and stay all night if you wanted to. And basically you used to be able to see Blackpool Tower in the distance. So there's a little bit of a wooded area here, what we're going through, and then once we get to the other side of this, there's a little stopping point. We'll stop. We'll see if we can see Blackpool Tower. Here we are. No, I can't. Not from here. That's more like Preston area. Over that way. We'll have another look round the corner. Bit of a steep hill here. Some of the lads used to have oh my god, Mark 1 Escort Mexicos and stuff like that, and they used to come flying round here. They used to think there was a rally driver, and they used to come flying round here. The amount of times I've seen headlights poking out of here because they've not made it and gone off. Ended up down there. There's a cafe, well there used to be a cafe here. Let's pull up here so you can have a little look. One way, so we can let me come up this way. This is the Bowland Visitor Centre. Looks to be shut. Not many cars here. Have you paid and displayed? No, because I'm not stopping. Right, off we go again. Now then, that's all new. They didn't have that last time I came up here. It is, I don't know, to the walk to the top, I don't know, it's from that car park about a mile, something like that. It is a nice walk. My gum, they felled some trees here. All the foxgloves, by gum, all them. It's not really changed, really, obviously apart from the felling and bits and pieces and a couple of new car parks, from what I remember. She's chirping away. Right, so 150-ish yards, we're going to go right, and this is where we joined. for the round trip, so you've done one complete slow down here, because sometimes people don't give way, and it has been known for cars to come the wrong way. So like I say, we'll pull over in that spot. I'll leave the camera running and I'll point the helmet. I'll hang it over one of the mirrors and I'll point the helmet over there. There we are, I think this is where we stopped. Right, first, leaving gear. Oh. Hope you can see something there, you probably just see sky. Right. Move the seat off so I'll put my rubbish away. Capri sun today. Practice what you preach. Take your gubbins home with you. Right, that's me. I do like those Capri Suns, they're very refreshing. And me empties under the seat. Right. Oh, excuse me. Right. Okay. Off we go. And off. Oh. Oh, big crow there. Reminds me of my friend Les. He used to call his Mrs. Crow. So there we go. That's a tour of Beacon Fell. So we're now going to head to Chipping. Now, Chipping itself, what a beautiful village Chipping is. And then we're going to go, we're not going to go to Dunstop Bridge, but we're going to go near it. Head back over the Trough of Bowland. And then to Scorton, and then Scorn home. So chirping away. Right, we're going to go left here. Rig Lane. Like I say, we're not in any rush, just a nice little bimble along. There's people with dogs and all sorts. Thank you. Having a nice little tootle. Now then, you stopping there? Why don't you just fucking pull in there? Fucking dickhead. This is it, ladies and gentlemen. This is it. You know what I mean? Can you imagine coming down there at a lick of speed? I mean, you can see ahead here, so you can plan stuff. But can you imagine coming down there with a lick of speed with idiots like that? You know. I know it's a bike, as in, to coin a phrase from Stevie Hornet. You know what I mean? It's a bike, not a bus. But at the end of the day, frigging Nora, why couldn't you just pulled into that bit there, like 10 yards back, and just like wait for me to pass? Fucking dickheads. Well, that's the second one. You say things coming through. Right, we're going straight on here. This is a giveaway. Nothing coming, all's good. Now, this is the roads are a little bit wider here, and get the old sun visor down. Oh dear, squashed hedgehog. Thank you. Now, some more beautiful scenery. We'll give way here. We're going straight on. Thank you very much. I do agree with the Mr. Flyer Now he's got a speed twin, and you've got your daytime running lights, which are on at the moment, and then you've got your headlights. But the indication, to me, I think is the wrong way around. I think it should show headlights being on, and you're we'll give way here. We're going to go to the right. Oh, windsocks up. That's for the gliders, no doubt. We're going to go right here. Ooh, ooh. Little dee. 330 yards, we're going left again. We're in here for this. Alright. Off we go. Follow it around to the left. Obviously, all they're picking all the hay up, getting it all wrapped up in one of those fabulous machines. Thank you. .250 yards, it says to turn left. Turn left. Follow the road round to the left here. I don't know whether I'd like that or not, where your lounge is like right on the Here we are in Chipping. Beautiful cenotaph there. Lovely. Right, now that was Chipping. Only tiny, I know, but sorry, a little fly's got on my nose or something. Only tiny, but very picturesque. One of those chocolate box picture villages. Really bonny. Bit of a sharp one here. Tractor. He was marching on, wasn't he? Nike. No prisoners. Ooh. I think that's a note to me to put this down. Would you believe that? Of all the luck, a pigging bee or a fly just smacked me in the end of my nose. Oh dear, I'm knackered. But at least I had some eye protection, but my golly, that did sting. Right, 500 yards, we're going left. So we just follow this round. Cows are laying down, sorting the old cud out. Oh, it did there, that did. Now then, I took an antihistamine when I left here. Good. In the morning, because anything like that, if I hadn't taken an antihistamine, my eyes would have been on fire by now and I would have been sneezing like you wouldn't believe. So they definitely work. Following the road round, Little Bowland. Got a bit more water in it, hasn't it? that's a beautiful garden. You don't have to go very far to post a letter there. Out your garden gate, and Bosch is it. Which reminds me, I've still not posted those screws off to Adam. Must do that. More beautiful countryside. Slow down a bit. Oh, that's basically the Trough over there. Lovely. This is what annoys me about cyclists, 2 abreast. You know, why don't they just get an intercom or something? There's a bug inside the helmet. Have to put that up a minute, hopefully it blows off. Couldn't be watching that thing walk around in front of my eyes, stuck to the inside of the visor. Not stuck to the inside of the visor, but walking around the inside of the visor. Checking that's still recorded. You should. I'm still trying to get an email Drift Innovation to see when they had one of those high capacity batteries, but they emailed me back and just said they've got no idea when we're going to get any in stock. So at the minute I've only got the standard one that came with it, which is good for 5 hours, but if you're out for any more time than that, you're a bit snookered. This is nice. Beautiful round here. The Inn at Whitewell. Now, I think just here, or a little bit further on, is where Steve's Hornet 900 stopped on his last video, when he was out for a tootle and he was going back up Jeffrey's Hill. Might be wrong actually. Yeah, here's the bridge. Here's the bridge. So we'll go over the bridge, and then at the other side of the bridge is the where he stopped. Somebody else's rubbish. Yeah, this is where Steve stopped there to do his stop and carry on. We'll just dispatch this now. That's enough excitement for one day. Well, we're rapidly coming up to Dunsop Bridge. We're not, like I say, we're not going to the bridge. We're going to turn left beforehand. This is that road that's horrendously broke up. This the insurance has come up for renewal for this. Now, wait for this. This is going to shock you, right? As you can see, because of COVID and one thing and another, the bike's not even done 800 miles at this moment in time. So, we can safely say 11 months. It's done 800 miles. So I mean, if it gets to 1,000 before it's 12 months old, I will be surprised. So I was insured with, well, I still am insured with Carol Nash up until it comes up for renewal. Last year, because it was brand spanking new, and because I didn't have a multi-bike policy, I had to insure this on its own. So it was insured with no claims bonus, and obviously it was brand spanking new. So insured it fully comp, and I think the price for last year was £540. Which is probably the dearest amount of insurance I've ever paid for a bike, but at the end of the day, 148 horsepower, brand spanking new, even though I've got a fair amount of riders that we're going to go straight on here, so we've got left-hand indicator on. Even though I've got a fair amount of riding experience, it's still, you know, it was a brand new bike, etc. So, anyway, so paid the premium. So it's come round for renewal. Now, wait until you hear this, right? It's gone from £540, yeah, to £613. So it's gone up by 73 quid. So I thought, hang on a minute. No claims, nothing like that. Gone up 73 quid. So I goes on one of those comparison sites, and this is the shocker. Yeah. To get this, now there's two things that have basically been changed to this. One is the tail tidy, and the other are the cans. Now, because the cans are made for this, and they're just slip-ons, and they just make a bit more noise. They don't give you any extra power or anything like that. And look at the scenery around here. And anyway, you can see the scenery, and I'll just keep waffling on. So there's two, like I say, two things that have been done basically: tail tidy and the slip-on cans that my friend Paul kindly gave me. So went on, declared all this, and they came back with a price. But on those comparison sites, it's one of those. I'm always wary, once you've modified a motorbike, or anything really, I'm always wary that they haven't taken the modifications in hand, or basically taking account of them. And if anything should happen, I'd hate to be not insured. So the cheapest quote came back, and it was Bennett's. Now, I've insured with Bennett's before, and they've always been, for the first year's premium, they've always been very cheap. But when you come around to renew, the prices go through the roof, a little bit like what's happened with Carol Nash. Well, I've got another story about Carol Nash in a minute. Anyway, So there's me, basically, like I say, it came up as Bennett's. So I went onto Bennett's website, put all my details in, comes to the box, has the bike been modified? Yes, it has. It has been modified. And then as soon as you click yes, it brings another box up. And it says basically, things that we do not take into account on the left. So, two of the items that are on there, there was a multitude of items. Slip-on cans, full exhaust systems was another one. And tail tidies, so they're not interested in that. So, you don't have to declare them. So I went back, clicked the no button, and carried on. Knowing that basically they're not interested in the two modifications that I've done. Like I say, the cans that are on there just make a little bit more noise and they don't make it go any quicker. Anyway, so I put that in, pumped all the details through, and it came out £30 cheaper. £30 cheaper. So wait for it, I've insured this fully comprehensive from the, now then, let me get the date right, I think it is from the 12th of July, I think. I can't remember, anyway, it's something like that. 12th of July or something. And the price is £303 for the year. 303 quid. So that is £303, so that is £310 cheaper than Carol Nash. Anyway, the other thing I wanted to say about Carol Nash, when the Africa Twin and the Hornet both came up for renewal at the same time, and my understanding was that Carol Nash do a very good multi-bike policy. So they both come up for renewal, and like I say, this was at that time, shall we say, 6 weeks off being renewed. So I thought, well, I better speak to somebody, to be honest with you. So I rang through, got through to this gentleman on the phone, went through all the security and bits and pieces that you've got to do to make sure it's you. Whoa, Mr. Sheepies. Anyway, went all through that, explained the situation. Oh, there's a pheasant. Go on, in your bush, Mr. Pheasant. Stay exactly where you are. I'm always scared of them running out. Anyway, so explain the situation, that basically that this is going to be coming up for renewal, and I want to insure a further 2 bikes and make it a multi-bike policy. So when the little Honda, the little 250, comes around for renewal, we can have a proper multi-bike policy. So I explained all this. Didn't really seem to go in at the first, you know, and then I explained it again to him, and then he was like, yeah, understand. Let me just go off, I just need to speak to somebody, make sure that I can get you through to the correct department. So I thought, I can see what's going to happen here now, I'm going to have to explain all this all again. But to my surprise, I didn't, because he wasn't interested. I kid you not, ladies and gentlemen, Carol Nash was not interested, not even in the slightest. I tried to explain to the gentleman on the phone that basically I want to insure 2 further motorbikes with you and turn it into a multi-bike policy. Well, it's not ready for renewal yet, you know, there's nothing we can do. I said, well, can we insure the 2 new bikes on a multi-bike policy and then add the Triumph to it? No, we can't do that. I was like, what? I said, so you can't insure me any more bikes? No. So I was absolutely flabbergasted. So I went on and I insured them both separately with Swinton. So Swinton's had the business for this one. Unfortunately, Swinton couldn't get anywhere near for the quote for this, otherwise Swinton, you could have certainly had the business. But in the day where you've got to look after the pennies, and Bennett's are a good insurer. I'm not knocking Bennett, I'm just saying that sometimes the renewal prices can be a little bit steep. So there we go. That's me little my chin wag about motorcycle insurance. So yeah, Carl Nash, £310 dearer than Bennett's. £310 more than half. Mind-boggling. Absolutely mind-boggling. Oh, nice trout scramble up there. Stay there, Mr. Sheepy's in the shade. I've said this many times, but again, up this part of the Trough is where I used to bring my kids. It's beautiful up here. The last time we came up here and had, sit down and have something to eat, I think we parked just up here. I think it might have been here where this car was. Yeah, or round about here somewhere. I think we parked. But when I was a nipper, me and my sister, my parents used to bring me up here, and my mum would have a little gas stove, and she used to do his sausages and put them in those finger rolls and some pop and cordial, and we'd spend it all day up here. And this is what I'm saying, you know, theme parks and bits and pieces can be very expensive to take your children. Oh, look at these beautiful old Rolls or a Bentley, whatever it is. Beautiful. And we used to park somewhere around here when I was a kid. And me and my sister used to paddle in that stream. Oh, come on, Mr. Birdie. Or it might have been a bit further up here, I do forget now. No, it wasn't, I'm lying to you, it was where this Mini was. So yeah, there we go. And you can come up here, stay all day. Just make sure you take your shite home with you. Don't leave it all to choke the animals and for somebody else to pick up. A bit of a landslide's happened there, look. Anyway, I've done loads of chickens. I've done very well today with the old potty mouth. Only let one or two swear words out. Excuse me. If you carry straight on up this road, it does take you to Lancaster, Quernmore, etc., where you can go. Oh, hang on a minute. No, this is telling me to go straight on. Should we go Quernmore? I can't remember which way it's told me to go back. Anyway, we're not going that way, we're going this way. I'm following the sat-nav. Can't even remember what I've plotted on the sat-nav. So, yeah, if you go left, if you go left at that junction there, that will take you to Slaughtered, and then on to Garstang Road, and I bet you this is going to take us, or I bet you I've plotted to go to Quernmore and then left, and then back over, excuse me, Pilling that way. Well, Sarah, if you're listening, sweetheart, I think you're going to have to peel these leathers off when I get them, because I'm scorching. But I'm just so glad to get them back on. It's encouraged me to lose a bit more timber, and like I say, since giving up the ciggies, that's it. Been 6 years for me and Sarah now, or no, getting on for 6 years since we both gave up the cigs. And since then it's been a battle. It really has. And the job that I do, I'm a project manager for an electrical company, and I thoroughly enjoy my job. I really do. But unless you're walking around site, but you're mostly attending meetings, or you're sat in front of the computer producing reports, etc. So you don't get the exercise, or I don't get the exercise that I used to get. And taking the dogs out for a walk isn't the same. Right, couple of bends here. There we go. Now, right, so this is going to take us over the top, and this is what I was saying previously on this vlog, is me and Jordan was out up this way. I think it was the first ride out on that little 250, and like I say, picking McDonald's cartons strewn all over. Shame. Up here. Now the tower at the top of this hill. To the top, we'll do a stop and carry on. Oh, new lambs. Abbey Stead. I think that's where that horrendous disaster was. You see Haitian power station over there, you see the ferry that's going out. So we'll just do a little stop here. Can't really see for the mist. Take it over there is Blackpool Tower. That's definitely Haitian power station. And in the distance you can see the ferry. Right, we're getting our way. Couple of nasty bends we're coming up to now. Just take it easy. I do one thing I like about this bike is the power delivery. The power delivery, you don't have to wring its neck. It will just pull you away very easily. Right, we're coming down quite a big hill here. Now, this hill that we're coming to, got a story about. Years ago, I used to own a Rover SD1 Vanden Pla 3.5 litre V8. And coming up this hill, I gave it some beans coming up this bit of hill here, and it went to minus fuel consumption. Unbelievable. The computer. Anyway, 600 horse. I wish. 600 yards, we're going to go left. And this is the junction where I said goodbye to Steve. Morphy rides again after our adventure. It was a cracking day, that. Bloody hell, 180 mileage on that little 250 in one city. And absolutely belting. Right, we're going to go left here. So I'm just indicating now. And we're off again. Last time, or a few times ago, there were some chickens in that field. This is a good stretch of road if you want to give your bike a good run. look at this funny thing. What a nice looking thing that is. Anyway, them lads are probably off to a bridge and whatnot. Yeah, but this is a lovely bit of road. Like I say, if you want to give your bike a bit of stick down here, obviously without breaking the law, then yeah, awesome bit of road. There's just one dodgy junction on it, and I'll point it out to you. And we'll be coming up to it in a little bit. But this is one of the reasons I've not got past this van, is because they'll see this van a damn sight better than what they'll see me, because I'm all in black and no high vis on. So like I say, the size of the van, you can see the sign here. That bush wants a bit of trimming, but see the sign here, 110 yards. It's this junction here. Very dodgy. You can't really see, and it's never happened to me, but you hear tales from other lads about cars coming through there and not stopping. Like I say, I'm very lucky it's never happened to me, but it gets like a bit like a roller coaster in a bit of this, and if you're on the gas and you start to gun it here, it like squeezes you into the seat. Woo! This will want a good wash. The flies and bug crap off it. Yeah. The one that I want to do clean is another one. Oh, keep the gas on, it's not a bad bend that. Now, coming up to this one here, if you give it some severe beans here, you see this dip, woohoo, woo! You can, it's an amazing amount of fun if you're on the gas. Right. Give way here, I'm going to go straight over. Bay horse. Ooh, 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 ooh. Well, I hope you've enjoyed the chatting today and bits and pieces, and me waffling on. I've not been as chatty as late because obviously I wanted to get the big reveal out of the way and all sorted and done. And it's done now, and it's mostly out in the air, and I'm pleased about it because I've been worrying about it. Anyway, M6 we're going over. Fortune services in the distance that way. Now, another junction here, we're going to go right. I got that load on that lorry, but the It's all kiltering to one side. It's all bloody... look at it. The lorry's all bloody lopsided. Oh, and they don't fit indicators to it either. Haldane Fisher. You're going to get your indicators sorted on your wagons, mate. They don't seem to be working, and you need to put your load a bit more central, I think. Yeah, we're going straight on to be going over Pillingham that way, which is usually about 25 minutes to worth to Hello, answer. Hello? Hello? Oh well, his phone was ringing then. Stay there, little girl. Around we go. I wonder who that looked golden. I can't remember what the command is on this. Is it hello or is it answer? Going for this BT van, I reckon. And we'll be off again as soon as the traffic clears. Well, car coming. Oh no, there's a bit more traffic. Thought we might have been able to nip around a bit more, but Sparky's there doing some lamppost cutouts. By gum, I've done a few of those in my time. More than I care to remember. I have. I wouldn't even like to think how many lamppost cutouts I've done. Sat on my toolbox in the East End of London doing lamppost cutouts. By gum. Did that for 3.5 years. Well, YouTube, thank you very much for watching me today. Thank you very much for my ramblings. Hope the swearing's not been too bad. I hope nobody's been offended. I know you've probably been more offended with me singing. And that's it. We're 10-15 minutes from home, so I'm going to say goodbye to everybody. Thank you everybody for watching. Thank you to everybody that has subscribed. It means a lot, and I will no doubt speak to you all again soon. And I hope you're all there. 12 o'clock Saturday, if you can. It's nothing live. It's not done live, so it's a pre-recorded thing. I hope you can watch it, and I hope everybody gets involved. Take care, everybody. YouTube. Take care. Bye. Bye.